Welcome to Pod Me If You Can TV. I'm David Farrell.
And I'm Lloyd Hughes.
And here on Pod Me If You Can TV, we find obscure titles with your favourite stars and we discuss them. Today's film is Somewhere Tomorrow. 1983 title with Sarah Jessica Parker in the lead. This has got to be one of her earliest film works. Now 30 years old. She plays a 16-year-old girl who is riding a horse in the woods. And look, I'm going to say this first of all. At the end of this video, I'm going to spoil the big twist of this film. It's been 30 years, and if you don't want to know what it is, and you want to carry on living obliviously, don't listen to the last 10 or 15 seconds of this podcast. I'm probably going to prompt beforehand that I'm going to spoil it. But basically, have you seen the film Ghost? Because that's kind of like what this is. She finds a guy who's had a plane crash, and he's dying in the woods, and she basically falls in love with him, and he's a ghost. But guess what? The twist is she can touch him, nobody else can. No one else can see him, no one else can touch him. He has corporeal form. He can pick things up and like haunt people. He can move things around the room like candlesticks and stuff. And she can, like, you know, kiss him and stuff like that, which is just like having an invisible boyfriend, if you think about it. The thing is, this film, the acting is sort of subpar. The terrible lines, like, he says, if you want me, I'll be down at McDonald's sniffing the Big Macs, you know, at one point. Because I guess he can
that
still
is
smell
so 80s.
Yeah. Well, 1983, yeah.
Yeah.
She does a terrible song. She sings twice in this song, in this film, rather. Sarah Jessica Parker does. And, like, the script could have used several more passes, to be honest. It's like a short film that's been blown out into a feature. She tries to convince somebody else that he exists by, you know, somebody that knows him, by doing the old, say something that only I would know, you know, kind of, it's all the ghost cliches, you know, every kind of ghost story cliche. Look, the falling in love is the real problem in this film because you have to rely on the fact that she's a teenager and that's why she falls in love so hard and so fast, you know. It's very rushed. There's not enough scenes with the two of them for her to be in love with this guy, you know?
Yeah.
Look, the one thing is that will they move on together? If she dies, they can both move on, you know? Or will he move on his own? Like, he's on the other side, but he's in sort of a limbo, you know? Will he move on? Will she move on? Look, this is... It's such a TV movie. It's such a... Her name's Laurie with an I, you know?
Yeah.
She's got this subplot going on where her mum has fallen in love with somebody new and she's going to marry him and she doesn't know whether to, you know, accept the new guy as her father or not because her own father died in very similar circumstances to this ghost guy, which never pays off in the film. I'm gonna ruin the twist for you, okay? She, if you don't want to hear it, here goes. It's all a dream. The whole thing is a dream.
Oh, that is the big rule of script writing. One, you never open with an alarm clock, and two, you never end with it was all a dream. That is. Oh, did the film begin with an alarm clock?
It didn't, as far as I recall.
Okay.
But the thing is, she. Look, it's 6.3 on IMDb. I can't believe it. That seems high for this film.
Ridiculous.
She it's all about finding someone to talk to and then fall in love with, which is ridiculous. Like, the way they fall in love, it's unbelievable. But he dies in the dream, and there's all these questions that I kept pausing the DVD and saying, this doesn't make sense because of this, you know. But then the fact that it's all a dream ties everything up. It makes it so that all the plot holes work because it's all a dream, you know?
That's the ejector seat scenario what the writer can pull. Just like, just pull it.
Which is nice, though, because he dies, and then because it's all a dream, he didn't die. And in fact, they've never met yet. She's imagined this entire romance with him. So the end of the movie is exactly like them meeting for the first time, because he goes, oh, hey, you know, I vaguely remember you from the beginning where I was in the plane crash and I passed out because she got hit on the head, and so she passed out as well, and both of them had been in hospital together. you know, but they never really had any of these conversations.
Who plays the guy, the male lead?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Probably some note. Like Sarah Jessica Parker's probably the only one that graduated.
Yeah, his character's name's Terry. He's played by Tom Shea.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I don't know him from anything else. 1983 was a long time ago. Sarah Jessica Parker looks very young. And it's the kind of thing where you can see somebody has seen a star quality in her, but this has not been the vehicle to advance her career. This is going to be something that people can't find. It's going to be buried. 1983, 30 years on. Yeah, Somewhere Tomorrow. I don't like the title either. You can find more of our reviews and discussions at www.podmeifyoucan.com.